Hey, welcome everyone to another great episode of This Never Gets Old. Today we have Peggy Magee Nolan from Hermosa 50 Senior Center. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Peggy, start us out. Tell us a little bit about what you do and maybe some of the activities there at the Senior Center.
Gladly. I am the recreation specialist for the City of Hermosa Beach Parks and Recreation Department. And part of my duties, I'm usually the first face that you see when you come into the community center. I'm at the front desk, so I serve as receptionist and I'm first on phones. And that could be answering any sort of question. So I need to know where to route people. But also under my purview is the Hermosa 50 Senior Activity Center, which is truly my favorite job responsibility. And I'm responsible for coordinating the classes, making sure that the senior center is kept nice and that we have supplies. I'm always looking for new classes to add to our roster. I send out monthly newsletters. I also plan the excursions. We do monthly excursions. Recent ones have included Long Beach Symphony. We go to Catalina Island every year. We will be going to an Angels versus Dodger game. And so I get to plan those, which we take people on a bus to and from the community center, so it's door to door, and that's actually for any age and anyone from any community, that's in a nutshell. That's pretty much my areas of responsibility. The senior center keeps me very busy because we have daily activities. We open at 7 a.m. and we close at 10 p.m. I'm not there all those hours, Richard, but we have activities that happen all throughout the day: ping pong, tennis, basketball, not only for just the general public, but also for our seniors. And some of our classes include yoga, Latin jazz fitness, Spanish classes, French classes, bridge, mahjong. We just are about to embark on a theater class. We have a comedy improv class, which is very popular, and they perform once a month. And it's just a really vibrant place to be. And I really, at this stage in my life, I really love working there. Because technically I'm a senior citizen, Richard, so I'm working with my people. But I also live in Hermosa Beach, so I also love being part of the community in which I live in.
We were actually privileged enough and lucky enough to check out the center and see some of the activities there. Check out all the cool stuff we discovered.
Hello, I'm Lisa. I'm the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Hermosa Beach. So kind of oversee all our activities and services and manage a team of 8 full-time staff, and we have about 20 to 25 part-time staff. Once I dove into the process, it just was so rewarding. We built the whole program with our Hermosa 50ers, so with our members, and that collaboration is something that honestly is like a cornerstone of the program to this day. What really encourages us, to continue with the program and evolve it and energize it is the members themselves. Honestly, their feedback and them sharing with us what they want to see and what type of programming they want to participate in is just the most important thing. We also stay up to date on local recreation trends for the 50+ community. So with combining not only their feedback and what's happening locally, nationwide in the senior population as far as recreation programming, it's how we're able to continue to evolve and energize the program year after year. They can tell us what kind of classes they want to see, what type of events they want to see, what type of social gatherings they want. We want more yoga, more ping pong, whatever it is, we will do our best to make it happen. It started off small. The calendar now is, if you look at the calendar in the early days, there's maybe like 3 or 4 activities each day, and now it's like the box for each day on the calendar is jam-packed full. We have 2 theaters too here in our community center, in addition to our senior activity center, so we oversee all those activities too. So there's lots of productions, and so it's putting the resources to supporting all the activity that happens here at a community center. I can say for Hermosa, we took that project on from the ground up. We applied for the grant that gave us the funding to renovate the space. We decorated the space once it was open, developed the policies, developed the program. I think it's very common for senior centers to be managed entirely from the ground up through a Parks and Recreation department, especially because of the kind of services that are offered usually at senior centers. I would honestly share with someone who was interested in seeing what the senior center had to offer, just like come check it out. Like just get in there and see what they offer, because I think it's pretty safe to say for most senior centers, there's something that's there for everyone. So there's activities, right? But there's also that social connection and sense of community as soon as you walk into a senior center. I think the thing I am most excited about for the future of the Hermosa 5.0 program is just to continue to see it evolve, really. The needs and desires of the 50-plus community has changed so much throughout the time that I've been a part of this department in Hermosa 5.0 since 2010, and being able to respond to that with new classes, events, activities is just so awesome to see, and that's what I'm excited about.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Peggy Magee Nolan from Hermosa 5.0 Senior Center. After seeing you in action, it's obvious that you love what you do.
Thank you.
Tell us, maybe what your favorite activity is, or one of the favorite things that you do there.
Oh, well, I couldn't just call out one favorite activity because, I love all of my instructors and I love all of my programming equally. But I think the most rewarding part of my position, Richard, is providing a truly supportive, creative, welcoming environment that seniors can meet, they can socialize, they can exercise, and they can pursue their interests now that they have more time. And the friendships that I see develop has been really rewarding. Everyone's supporting each other. I think that's probably the most rewarding part of the whole job for me.
Great. Yeah, it's obvious that after seeing you in action, that there's a true sense of community. Everyone really enjoys the camaraderie and being there together. Another big part of thriving as we age is staying healthy and eating well. We're seeing more and more seniors take an active role in prioritizing their health and longevity and overall quality of life. Are you noticing that trend there at the center?
Yes, I definitely am. I think that we have a weekly conversation group that it's coffee and conversation. It's just a drop-in. And I often drop into that class for a few minutes and check on everyone. And they often are talking about nutrition. They're talking about recipes, sharing with each other. They often sometimes talk about, I'm going to buy a bulk of something. Can I share it with all of you? So I'm seeing that kind of communication happening in real time, which is fabulous. We also have bingo every Thursday, and they play for prizes. And I'll ask the seniors, give me the shopping list of which they like. And I'm seeing I want rice cakes or granola bars or healthier snack items instead of just chocolate cookies, potato chips. And so I'm seeing kind of a rise in that trend, which makes me very happy. I would love to explore doing some cooking classes at the center. We have a multi-purpose room, but it's not really a working kitchen. But we could easily probably set up maybe something. And I have often thought about maybe partnering with some of the local restaurants in Hermosa Beach to see if they can come and do some demonstrations. Yeah, so it's definitely on everyone's mind, I think,
Great.
Because everyone's living longer and wants to be
still
kicking and just as high,
that's
right?
Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of eating well, we, as you guys know, we love to feed our guests here on This Never Gets Old. So,
lucky me.
Peggy, while you enjoy your food, that is a stuffed pepper.
It's beautiful.
Greek style. Let's check out how I made that.
Okay, that looks great.
Dig in. Welcome to This Never Gets Old Kitchen, where today we're going to make healthy, delicious, Greek-style stuffed bell peppers. You're going to start with a 3-pound pack of ground turkey, which you're going to cut into thirds and use a third for this recipe, and then save the rest for recipes throughout the week. Okay, so you're going to add oil to 2 pans. In one, you're going to add the meat. In the other, you're going to add about a cup of chopped onions. You're going to let the meat brown, and you're going to let the onions soften. Once your onions are translucent, you're going to add about 4 cloves of chopped garlic. To the onion mixture, you're going to add a cup of chopped zucchini. And to the meat, you're going to add about 2 cups of chopped kale. To the onions and zucchini, you're going to add the zest of 1 lemon, and about a healthy cup of garbanzo beans. To the vegetables, you're going to add about a cup to 2 cups of fresh chopped herbs. Here we have Italian parsley, dill, and mint. And finally, to the meat mixture, you're going to add about a cup of couscous and about a half a cup of chopped Kalamata olives. Next, you're going to add your vegetables to your meat mixture. Into that mix, you're going to add about a cup, maybe just under a cup, of very large cubed feta cheese. And mix that in. Now that we have our meat, vegetable, and herb mix, we're going to stuff these beautiful peppers. Now that these peppers are stuffed, you're going to cover them with foil, roast them in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. There you have it. Healthy and delicious Greek-style stuffed roast peppers. Enjoy.
That is delicious.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you.
May I share it with the seniors?
Absolutely.
I mean, not this particular dish, but the recipe.
No, but absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we'll make sure that the recipe's in the comments, and we'll make sure that we share that. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I do.
For someone interested in joining Hermosa 5 Senior Center, what should they know before they come out, or how can they get more information on joining?
Very easy. I'm glad you asked. Membership is free. We do have a recommended donation of $10, which many of our members do make because they want to contribute to our programming. But otherwise, membership is free. And it's good for a year. You get a membership card, and then you'll get monthly newsletters and email blasts about what excursions are coming up. You can either come into the community center in person. Someone is always there between the hours of 7 a.m. and 10 p.m., and you can fill out a form, sign the waiver, and get your card, and you're good to go and participate in any of the activities. You can also go online, hermosabeach.gov, and under enjoying the community, there's you can click on the link for the Hermosa 5 Center. There's a fillable membership form, and it's open to anyone from any community. You just have to be over the age of 50. So there's no proof of residency requirement, and you can sign up online or in person.
Great. I'm sure that I asked this before, but let me just ask it again. There's a lot of senior centers in Southern California. What are some of the things that make Hermosa 5 unique?
There are a lot of great senior centers, and we have a really nice network. The coordinators at various senior centers do speak with each other. I speak to people in Manhattan Beach at the Jocelyn Center, at Torrance at the Bartlett Center. We're always sharing ideas, so we don't feel a competition. We found that the seniors kind of stay within a radius of where they live, 10 to 15 miles. Sometimes transportation is a challenge. But we do also have services for access vehicles to pick people up. But yeah, we talk all the time, the various senior centers, and share ideas. Sometimes we share instructors as well. I think like anywhere, Richard, what makes us unique is the people that attend and take our classes. Our instructors are truly remarkable people that are so committed, a lot of them volunteering their time to offer free classes or classes at a very nominal fee. They're very conscious of seniors living on a fixed income and consider it more of a privilege to conduct classes. We're an older center. We're not as fancy as, say, the new senior center in Inglewood, which is absolutely amazing. But I think a lot of our members like the fact that we're a little more homey, and we're a beach city. I think some of our field trips make us unique. I always strive to offer some unique excursions. But yeah, mostly the people, I think, make it really warm and supportive.
Peggy, you mentioned a lot of really cool classes, and that you have a lot of instructors that maybe volunteers and volunteering their time. How do you go about choosing instructors that are right for Hermosa 5.0 program?
Well, I've been at the job for 6 months. Prior to me coming on board, Cambria Event was the coordinator, and she put together a phenomenal schedule of classes. And many of these teachers have been with the Senior Center for years. I mean, some of them for 10, 15 years have been instructing. But I am always looking for new trends and offerings. And I will reach out to other senior centers and see what they're offering. We're starting a new, and sometimes people just contact me out of the blue, or other instructors will refer someone. One of our Spanish instructor, Patricia, she just wanted to start an intermediate class, and she said, I know someone wonderful who can teach beginning. So we started a beginning class as an entryway. And I'm starting a new poetry workshop in May. And this local author reached out to me directly and said, I'd really love to work with the seniors. So that really just kind of fell into my lap, and she's lovely, and we can't wait to get started. The theater group, the theater lab that we're starting next week, is a theater group that rents the theater. Within the community center, we have a 500-seat big theater, and then we have a small black box theater. And this group named Remo Vision, they reached out and said, we're there all the time. The seniors come to our shows. We'd love to offer a creative theater lab for the seniors. And we're starting with just storytelling and theater games, and we have a lot of people interested. That starts next week. So we're always on the lookout. So if anyone's interested, please reach out to hbconnect@hermosabeach.gov, and I answer those emails. That's our general email, and I'm happy to speak with anyone who'd like to offer a class. I want to get some ukulele started, Richard, and I want to get some Tai Chi started. Yeah, we've got yoga, we've got Zumba, but I love, and then we have Beach Cities works with us, and they offer free classes on Fridays for people who are just getting back into fitness, which is a lovely, entryway. Because for the seniors, sometimes they get nervous about, I haven't done it in some years, and I'm nervous. So we like to offer some entry classes so they feel comfortable to get their feet wet, and then can move on and thrive from there.
Thanks, Peggy. We talked about health. We talked about nutrition. We saw some of the exercises there at the Senior Center. Every week we like to feature a exercise tip of the week for seniors. So let's check out this week's tip.
We're going to work on some balance drills using hurdles. If you don't have hurdles, you can use a towel or a blanket, something you can roll up. Stepping forward with your right foot, taking your time on this, because balance, slower is better. Stepping over. Stepping over, stepping over. Then you'll do that also on your left leg. Then you're going to turn your side. You're going to step over. Make sure you have your balance. Step over, and step over. Then you could also go backwards. Stepping back, making sure you have your balance before you step over. And over. And then with one hurdle, you'll stand here and you'll step over, do this 5 to 8 times. And then you're going to take your outside foot and you're going to cross over and bring it back. And we should not be putting all our weight down. We're just doing a little tap to keep our balance.
Switching gears a little bit, we like to have fun here on This Never Gets Old. And I know you recently were on vacation.
Yes.
So we try to explore some of the trends that are out there, kind of fun, things that are going on social media. One of them is called This or That. So I'd like to play a little This or That with you.
Okay.
Vacation edition.
And having fun is part of the anti-aging philosophy as well.
Thank you so
Laughter.
much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. That's absolutely true. So, This or That. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Guided
Although I love to ski.
Guided tours or exploring on your own?
I just got back from a guided tour, which was phenomenal, but I do like exploring on my own.
Early flight or red eye?
I like a red eye. My husband likes an early.
Checked bag or carry-on?
Checked.
Relaxing by the pool or always on the go?
Always on the go. I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. Peggy, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing all the great things that Hermosa 5.0 does for seniors. We really appreciate it.
You're so welcome, Richard.
Everybody, tune in next week for another great episode of This Never Gets Old.